this is Iain Lee, filling in for Jeffrey Lloyd again. This is week 2 of the 6 weeks that I'm here. Take your calls in a bit, but first of all, it's time for the absolute news, and with that, here's Tanya.
It's 5 o'clock. Scattered showers across the UK. I've got a full radar weather update in moments. You're up to date. It's 5:03.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
It's good to have him here in the studio. It's Mr. Will Gowing of the Travel.
Afternoon. Thank you very much. In London, then, this afternoon, the A501 Marylebone Road is closed, heading out of town because of an accident. Keep up to date with all the latest on the roads this afternoon. absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Well, I'm a little bit tired, lethargic today. Have you got any tips
well.
you got any tips for waking me up a bit that are legal?
No, well, I've just got a massive coffee, but it's my third today.
Oh, see,
I've got shakeage going on.
I don't drink caffeine. I just played Living on a Prayer on Guitar Hero out in the zoo, and that kind of perked me up a little bit.
Good.
I only got 91% though, disappointing on medium level. OK, thank you, Will. Good lad.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
The no-repeat guarantee. Weekdays, 10 till 5.
We are now Absolute Radio.
Into work, check voicemail, send email, answer phone, email finish, car, and breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Ah, look, Rocky's brought in a bowl of fruit. It's like the olden days. This is Iain Lee on Absolute Radio, filling in for Jeffrey Lloyd, who may or may not ever be coming back. We'll just see how it goes this week, shall we? Davis is here. We'll have some of your calls after this. Thank you.
Just a small town girl.
Well, look at that. I was miles away. If I'm completely honest, I was chomping on an apple and wondering what this thing on this computer in front of me did. There we go, isn't that rubbish? So, start again, shall we? Yes, this is Iain Lee, Absolute Radio, filling in for Jeffrey Lloyd, who's off on his holidays. Davis is here with me. Good afternoon, Davis. Good afternoon. Eloise is not here because of, well, let's not go into details, but she ain't never coming back, shall we say, dear listener. It was a mistake try and give a young person a break in show business, and to have it spat back in your face. So, she won't be here. Which is good news for good radio fans. Rocky is behind the glass taking your phone calls. All right, Rocky? Yes. If you want to give us a call, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. And I'll be honest, we're quite slack here. No, not like that. I mean in the sense that you can call up about pretty much anything. I will put out various bits and pieces that I want to talk about, but you can call in about anything you want, really. And, you know, if it's vaguely interesting, Rocky will call you back and put you on the air. That's how it works, you know. That's how it works. And we do call you back, so we don't cost you that much money. If you're interested, you can email as well, ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk. Now, the first cab off the rank I do want to ask is, it struck me, I was listening to my iPod the other day, and Are You Lonesome Tonight? You know the Elvis Presley song?
Certainly do.
You know that's famous song. It came up. Not one of his greatest, but it's an alright song. I thought I've not heard it for a while. And there was a spoken word bit in the middle. I can't remember how it goes. I'll find it.
Sort of breakdown.
Yeah, the breakdown. I'll find it on my iPod somewhere, and we'll have a listen to it. And it's spoken word, and it dawned on me. Your modern pop bands, like the old Kaiser Chiefs, Doves, we've got coming up next, and Journey, your modern bands, they don't do the spoken word bits anymore in the middle, which I think is kind of a great loss, because those bits are always a little bit embarrassing and a little bit cringeworthy, but they're also, I think, you know, quite powerful moments in the song. So my question to you, dear listener, I'm still a little bit snotty, so if I snot on the radio, you know, live with it. My question is, can we compile the top 10 list of songs that have got spoken word sections in the middle? Now, there are rules to this, and there are always rules, and I will always be right when I say these rules. It can't be... When we mentioned this yesterday, Davis, off the air, you mentioned that John and Yoko song. Which one?
Was it, the Ballad of Yoko Ono?
No, not the Ballad of Yoko Ono. We're playing the Ballad of John and Yoko later.
Yeah.
No, not that one. There's a John Lennon song you were talking about. War is Over.
Oh, yeah. When
Good night, John. Good night, Yoko. But that doesn't count. That's a whispered piece of a song. That doesn't count as the full thing.
There's a whisper bit in Pulp as well, Common People.
Yes.
Are you sure?
But it can't be whispered. It's got to be a spoken bit where the singer is addressing us using the power. Because all singers... Oh, here's another thing we might do, actually. All singers think they can act. They think they can act. Roger Daltrey proves that case not to be true. So listen, 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. We want the top 10 list of songs with spoken word bits in them. And hey, while we've mentioned it, the films, rock stars in films as well is always a good one. Always a good one. I need to get a copy of Slade in Flame. Have you seen that?
I haven't.
Oh, the Slade film. It is flipping... It's like I think it's directed by the same guy that did Kes or something. It's not, but it's got the feel of Kes about it. Really bleak. What am I whittering on for? We've got phone calls. Hello, Jonas.
Hi.
Oh, crikey, Jonas. You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine, man.
Well, that's actually your voice.
It is.
I thought you were caught in a vice or something.
Oh, no, it's my voice.
How old are you, Jonas?
I'm 13.
13. Give us a call back in 6 months. We'll play the tape back. Everyone will laugh at the difference. I promise you, man, it will happen. What can I do for you, my friend?
I want to say what I did. Well, something strange that happened to me.
You want to say? OK, what happened to you?
Detention in my pyjamas.
You did detention in your pyjamas? What kind of crazy school is this?
Well, there was this thing going on where we had to dress up as book characters.
Yes.
Yeah, and I had detention that day.
Yeah.
After then.
Oh.
So I was in pyjamas and dressing gown and towel.
Well, you know that if you'd heard the show last night, you know that I went driving in my nightgown to pick up my girlfriend the other night.
Yeah.
Feels good, doesn't it, Jonas?
It does.
Good lad, Jonas. I'm going to move on. The phones have gone mental. Andy Martin.
Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm eating an apple and drinking some Red Bush tea. Do excuse me.
No problem at all. Enjoy.
Thank you, sir. Do I know you?
Possibly.
Your voice sounds very familiar.
I'm a very familiar person.
OK, creepy, mysterious, a little bit pervy. I like it. That's my kind of guy. You've got a spoken word bit for us, have you?
Yeah, ABC, The Look of Love.
Oh, can you... here's the test. Can you do it for us?
I don't think I could now. All I remember is it was something along the lines of, one day, Martin, believe me when I say, or something like that.
Yes, I'd imagine that, yes. I know the bit you mean, actually. I'd imagine he did it a little bit more powerfully than that.
Yeah, well, I was never a singer. Guitar player, maybe, but never a singer.
Andy Martin, it's on the list, sir. Thank you very much. Let's have one more, then we'll have Doves. Hello, Christine.
Hello.
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 Hello there.
What about Blondie with her Rapture and,
Hang on, just stay there 1 second. This line one is absolutely awful quality. I don't know why. Try it again, Christine.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Just a bit. It's not you. It's the pony technology we've got in the studio.
Is it? Is that what it is?
Oh, it's absolute. You should sit. It's held together by sellotape and spit.
Sellotape and spit?
Yeah. What song have you got?
Well, I was thinking about Blondie's Rapture. She does a bit of talky rapping.
Well, no, listen, I'm not going to let you have that, because that's rap, and rap is all, talky.
Talk? That's talk. It's not what I call rapping.
Do you know what, Christine? I'm going to be harsh. I makes them rules. I'm not going to let you have it. There we go. I make the rules. 0330 123 1215. Spoken words in songs. Thank you very much.
I hear a sound above my head.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
That's what I'm talking about. Will Gowing is here. Will, what's happening, please?
In London, first of all, the A501 Marylebone Road. It's still shut heading out of town because of an accident just after Lisson Grove. That's near to the Marylebone flyover. Your next update's in 20 minutes.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
What a night for a dance, you know I'm a dancing machine.
Right. Time for me to earn them dollars. We're asking for songs that have got spoken word bits in the middle. Now, I'm very specific about what this means, although I may not have conveyed that over the airwaves. So, let's see. We've got Chris in Mansfield. Hello, Chris.
Hi, mate, you all right?
Yeah, good fella. What can I do for you?
Good. I've actually got two.
Go on then.
Thought of another one, but I don't know if one counts. Thinking of Johnny Mathis, When a Child is Born.
Now, I've had a lot of people have emailed this in, and thank you to everyone who has emailed this in. I love that song, but I can't think what the spoken word bit is.
It's in the middle. He says something like, the world is waiting for one child. Black, white, yellow, no one knows.
Now, of course, he does black, white, yellow, no one knows. Because those, of course, are the three colours of people. That one definitely counts. Johnny Mathis, When a Child is Born. What else have you got?
Fantastic. The other one I'm not so sure is better song, maybe. The Beatles, Get Back. I was thinking a bit in the middle where he says, "Get back home, Joe, your mama's waiting, wearing a high-heel shoe."
Oh, now, I don't think that's technically spoken word. I think that's McCartney embarrassing himself. I'm a huge, huge Beatles fan, but I would say I'm not going to allow that as a spoken word bit, Chris.
Okay, that's good.
I think he's still kind of scatting it a little bit.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
So, Chris, listen, thank you very much for that. Tony, I have to come back to you after the news. Is that all right, fella?
Yeah, thanks very
You've
much.
been waiting for hours, and I can only apologise for that, but I'm a little bit behind. It's time for this. And by this, I mean, of course, the latest news with Tanya.
Politicians across Northern Ireland are promising to continue to support the peace process following the fatal shooting of 2 British soldiers outside their barracks in Antrim. You're up to date. It's 5:32.
Record. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
We'll play the Beatles in a second. The fellow I was going to talk to is gone, so I'll quickly get Alan from Yorkshire in. Hello, Alan.
Hello there.
What song have you got for us, sir?
It's Human League, Louise.
Well, how does that bit go?
I can't remember all the words, but it's something like, there are wounds that you don't want to heal, memories of something truly real that you've never found again.
I like the Human League, but they were a bit up their own backsides, weren't they? Who's the fella from the Human League? What's his name?
Phil Oakey.
Phil Oakey. I mean, they're a fantastic band, some great songs, but little bit pretentious, weren't they, Alan?
He looked a bit odd.
He looked a bit odd, and the two girls were just a bit plain, and I like that. That's good. I think that's good in pop, that it's not all, big knockers and, perfectly shaped. They're just like some plain girls, which is exciting. Alan, it's on the list. Thank you very much for that. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Songs with spoken word bits in it. We're also asking for rock stars in films, which are always good. Very quickly, we'll play the Beatles now. I'm very, very excited, Dave. Genuinely very excited about a computer game that's coming out. I'm a Guitar Hero man, right?
Yeah.
Which is don't get too technical. I've got that. It's brilliant.
I saw you playing out there.
Playing it out there. But there's a rival called Rock Band, and they're bringing out on the 9th of September the Beatles Rock Band, and you get replicas of all the Beatles instruments. You get to play career modes. You start off playing like all the boring rock and roll stuff in the Cavern Club, and then you work up, through the psychedelic stuff, and then to the rooftop. It's going to be flipping good, man.
You work up to the rooftop?
You work up to the rooftop. It's going to be fan-flipping-tastic. Oh, man, I love it. Here's the Beatles. Oh, you don't hear this one on the radio very often, do you? It's not one of my favourites, but it's good to hear this. Sit back, enjoy, ta. 10 points, Davis. Who was playing drums on that song? 10 points. Come on. Come on.
I don't know.
It's Paul McCartney of the Beatles.
I was going to say McCartney.
But you didn't. You weren't.
You hate when people say that. I was going to.
You weren't. You weren't. If you were going to say it, then you would have said it. You weren't going to say it.
I felt a bit victimised there, to be honest.
Yeah, I was bullying you.
You're pressuring me. I'm bullying me.
I'm bullying you at work.
If you said, do you know who sings?
No, I was bullying you.
On there,
You wait till I start sexually harassing you at work. Then you've got a court case.
You've been doing it for the last 18
months. And you love it. Tony's in Guildford. Hello, Tony.
Oh, so how are you doing?
I'm very well. Have you got it turns out there are more songs with spoken word bits than I thought there were.
I really don't know. I'm not too sure. The only one I could really think of was Lonely This Christmas by Mudge. If I remember rightly, he brought a ventriloquist dummy into it as well.
Do you know what? Yes, he did, didn't he? Can you... But, right, OK, listen, this is going to be the criteria from now on, OK? You can only come on if you can do at least some of the spoken word bit.
Oh, right, fair enough then.
Can you do it?
I can't remember it all.
Let's have it. Let's have what you got. Come on, Tony!
Sorry?
Do it!
I don't remember it.
Oh, he's gone. It's going to be one of these. You can only come on now if you can do the spoken word bit. We can all phone up and say, yes, I know a song. Imagine we did a phone... We'll do that. I think we'll do that next week. It'll be Sunday's show. Phone up if you know a song. And people can just phone up and say songs to us. Carl in Essex. Hello, Carl.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, fella. Now, listen, the bit you're about to tell us, can you also do it?
I can do it.
You could stay on, my friend. What have you got for us?
I got a classic Michael Jackson Thriller.
Oh, yes. We've had a lot of emails and texts about this, but we've not heard anyone actually do it, sir. Over to you.
The foulest stenches in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls in every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller.
Oh, that's the trailer for this week, Carl. You have just made it. If the rest of the show is at a cack, Carl, it doesn't matter. We've just had you on, my friend.
Oh, yes, brilliant.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah, well, you were brilliant, sir. Well done. Why not? Let's have one more.
Self-congratulatory.
He was good.
Though, yeah,
he was. If the rest of the week doesn't work, that was worth Jeff going on holiday alone. Well, let's have one more for the moment. Ian in London. Hello, Ian.
Hello there.
Yes, so what song have you got for us?
I've got Godley and Cream's Under Your Thumb.
Oh, no, I don't know that one.
Ah, well, yes, it was a little-known tune in the early 80s, and it's the only one I could actually think of when you guys were talking about spoken bits and...
Can you do it for us?
I certainly can.
Good lad, away you go.
I let the side down now after Carl, so I picked up an old newspaper to read, and I noticed something very strange indeed.
Is that it?
That is it.
It works for me, my friend. Thank you, Ian. There we go. 0330 123. I thought this would be a throwaway thing, that we do it very quickly, and then... But the phones have gone literally mental. Oh, that's how good it is. 0330 123 1215. Ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk. More of your calls after this.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
There we go, fantastic. Do you know any songs with spoken word bits in? Well, the bands don't do it these days, and I would love to see the Kaiser Chiefs in the middle of one of their overblown pop songs, which I like. I like them. But it'd be great just in the middle if Ricky Kaiser, whatever his name is, started going, and you know what, girl? I really miss you too. And I wish that I was in the car with you. Or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just gives it a bit of power.
I find it annoying when people speak in songs.
Yeah, I do as well, but I like being annoyed. Don't you like being annoyed?
No,
I find it very satisfying. I can't function unless I'm either anxious or annoyed or guilty. Those three things drive me. Let's have the travel news, please, Will.
Let's heading out of London then this afternoon. The A501 Marylebone Road is still closed going out of town because of an accident near to the Marylebone flyover. But you can keep up to date with all the latest on the roads this afternoon at absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Excellent stuff, thank you, Will.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
This is
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
We'll keep with the songs with spoken word bits, and we will get round to rock stars and films. But after 6, just bear this in mind. Don't phone up yet. This is going to be a tough one after 6. You know your pets, like your dog, your cat, or your hamster or something, is it missing a part of its body? Not those, obviously, they get chopped off anyway. But I'm just... listen after 6 and I will explain why. I need your help, thank you. We'll come to the pet thing after 6. Listen, you've been more than generous with your calls on this. We'll see if we can push you a little bit harder after 6 o'clock. This is quite an easy one. We're looking for songs with spoken word bits. We've got a Glenn in Twickenham. Hello, Glenn.
Ian, hello.
Yeah, how are you, fella?
I'm well, how are you?
Do you know what? I've got a little bit of indigestion, a little bit of windy pops, sorry, Davis, a little bit tired.
I was wondering what that smelled
But
like.
apart from that, Glenn, I am on top of the world looking down on creation. And the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. That's what I'm talking about, Glenn.
That song.
Yes. Anyway, so what can I do for you?
How about Charlene, I've Never Been to Meet?
Oh no! Yes, now. This song is dirty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It talks about what she gets up to in her past.
Can you... Is the whole thing spoken, or is it just the middle bit?
No, she sings a bit, then she stops and talks for a bit, directly to the woman she's addressing, then she goes back to singing.
Can you do a bit of the spoken bit?
As much as I can remember, it was something like this. It went, hey, do you know what paradise is? It's the lie, a fantasy that we create about people and places as we like them to be. But you know what truth is? It's that little baby you're holding in your arms. It's the man you fought with this morning. You're going to make love to tonight. That's truth. That's reality.
I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me. It's all about, I've been to Africa and made love with the king of Egypt. It's that kind of stuff, isn't it?
I'm dressed by kings, I think, and seen many things.
I've been dressed by kings and seen many things. It's a wonderful, wonderful... If only Mr. Grace were not in the building, we would play that record. But he is. So it'll be the Pet Shop Boys next, everybody. Glenn, listen, thank you very much for that excellent stuff. Alison!
Hello and good evening.
Good. No, sorry. Technically, still good afternoon. we worked this out last week. It'll be good evening after 6.
Okay.
But never mind. What can I do for you?
I would like to put forward the great song that is The Whole of the Moon by the Waterboys.
Now, OK, again, a lot of people have suggested this, and I should know the spoken word bit, but I don't actually know what it is.
OK. Would you like me to do it for you?
Oh, you know I would, Alison.
It's flags, rags and ferry boats, scimitars and scarves, every precious dream and vision underneath the stars. Yes, you climbed on the ladder with the wind in your sails. You came like a comet, blazing your trail. Too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon.
Yes, I remember it now.
Doesn't he sing that, though?
No,
Isn't that sung?
He does say a bit, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, then it kind of goes into, in the whole of the moon.
Can I say one of the... and I think I can say this.
Part is spoken.
One of the worst songs ever recorded, surely, isn't it?
You're kidding me.
Oh, it's a terrible record, isn't it?
Sacrilege.
Have I just
checking the log that it's not in the...
No, I know.
in the next hour.
Have I just committed a crime there, Alison? Oh, I'm genuinely very sorry, but I just... Oh. Well, you like it, and that's good enough for me, Alison. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, Mrs. Rocky, very quickly, can you pop in, just very, very quickly? I need to ask Rocky something. I'll tell you why. I was on the Absolute Radio website, absoluteradio.co.uk, and there's a thing, the Colin Christian. Who's Colin Christian?
Yeah.
And there was a thing with... we've only got a minute for this, but with a phone call from the BG.
Yes.
But it couldn't play on my player downstairs on the computer. Oh. Yeah, because the computers here are very strange. They're from 1986. We're using Commodore 64s.
Brilliant.
But what happens with the BG? Is he filthy? Has he got a potty mouth in it?
Not really, but it's a very sort of graphic description of him sitting on the end of his bed in his pants.
Which is exactly what you want from a feature like that. Who's calling Christian back tomorrow morning?
Oh, man alive. I will check that out when I get home. I'm a big fan. It's the one that looks like a lion, isn't it?
That's the one,
He's my favourite of all of them.
He's brilliant. He actually sounds like he's got a sense of humour.
Oh, I'm sure he has. I'm sure he's a wonderful, wonderful human being.
Well, he did have a sense of humour when he walked off Clive Anderson's set, did he?
Les Tosseurs, wasn't it, was the reference. That was the name of that's what the band used to be, and Anderson made a joke to it. If you've not seen it, go on YouTube it. It's wonderful. And they all stormed off. And one of them, one who I think has passed away now, stayed there, and he said, I've got to go, my brothers have gone, I've got to go with them, and it's a fantastic clip. All right, Rocky, thank you very much for that. You can go and do whatever you were doing now. Good lad. OK, we'll have some more of your calls after we've had a little bit of this. The Pet Shop Boys. 0330 123 1215. I think we're getting there.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Hello, good evening. This is Iain Lee on Absolute Radio, filling in for Jeffrey Lloyd. Don't worry, I sort of know what I'm doing. Is your pet missing something? I'll tell you why after the latest news with Tanya.
It's 6 o'clock, windy with rain right across the UK. A full radar weather update on its way. You're up to date. It's coming up to 6:04.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
I swear to God, one day a radio station should be brave enough to put out the conversations that are had when news is on, when the songs are on, when the adverts are on, and put that out as a podcast, because it is, you know...
I'd listen.
I would listen, man. It's some of the most shocking stuff you will never get to hear, dear listener, I'm afraid. And a lot of it came from the mouth of Will Gowing. Will!
In London, the A501 Marylebone Road is closed heading out of town this afternoon. It's because of an accident near to the Marylebone flyover. And your next update's in 20 minutes.
Thank you, Will.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
Into work, check voicemail, send email, answer phone, email finish, car, and breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Record.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
That was my muff up. I had the fader down. I apologise. You missed the first few beats. It went, you know, just... Sorry. I know Jeff wouldn't have done it, but I did, and I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
Roxanne.
Ben, don't come in and try and put me off, because I'm trying to do a radio show, all right? You know I'm not very good at this.
You do a pretty good job on your own.
Ben Jones just came in and abused me for leaving a fader down, and then kicked my tea all over the mixing desk console, and then rubbed it in that his career is more successful than mine. I dispute that.
Very unlikely.
I dispute that fact, my friend. Yeah. So your TV appearances, are they on YouTube?
Yeah, look. We'll find it now.
Oh, we'll check it out.
What video are you in?
We'll check it out. Listen, Ben, what are you doing here, for goodness sake?
I came up to say hello.
You've come up here to bully and intimidate me. Shame on you.
I came up to ask you whether you'd like a cup of tea, but as you kicked your tea all over the mixing desk, you can make
He probably will need a cup of tea.
I am fine for cups of tea. Do you know any songs with spoken word bits in the middle?
I was thinking about this earlier on. I thought...
Into the microphone, Ben. One little tip on the radio. If there's a microphone there, if you speak into that amplifies... Don't show me a list of them, Dave, so it doesn't sound like a numpty.
After all that.
I just hit the dump button, because I think you swore then.
No, he didn't swear.
Did he not?
No.
I'm listening back to the recording of that. I've just dumped you, Ben. I've just dumped you, because I don't know what happened. I'm sure you didn't. Anyway, listen. What I want to ask, have you got any pets?
Yes, I did have 4.
Into the microphone or out of the studio!
I did have 4, but I've just got rid of 2.
What do you mean you got rid of them?
I got rid of the rabbits because we weren't spending enough time
with them. What do you mean you got rid of it? Would you killed it?
No, I gave them to some friends.
Oh, yeah, because that's loving and caring, isn't it? That's a caring thing to do, isn't it?
Well, I'd rather love and care for my son.
I tell you why I asked, because you'll agree with me on this, as someone who's owned pets. There is nothing cuter in the world, is there, than a little dog...
I know what you're going to say now.
That's lost its 2 back legs and has had them replaced by wheels and is scampering along. You know when they're doing that? They're going, isn't that the cutest thing in the world? Isn't it? It's lovely. Because it's like, an animal is lovely, but humankind has helped it through a difficult time.
I'm going to opt out by saying no comment.
OK, good lad. Well, this is what we're asking today, dear listener, for the next hour. This one will require you to work a little bit harder than the first hour. Has your pet, apart from the obvious things... that we get removed to calm them down a bit. Has your pet got bits of its body missing? Like, there's lots of cats that have only got one ear. My mum's cat only had one ear, and so a cat without a tail. We want to try and see if we can create an animal with all the missing parts of various pets. I know this is a long shot, and you know we've gone from the family-friendly songs with spoken word bits to pets with bits that are missing and all over the place. But I think if anyone can do it, dear listener, then it's you. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Is your pet missing a bit of his body? Here's something. Do you know, there are... I bet... We'll do this as well, to prove I'm right. If you own a chicken as a pet, could you call in? There are so many people that own chickens as pets. Rocky's going to get one. Rocky's going to get a chicken. Did you know this? They own them as pets.
Well, in these times, you know, it's not bad to have a chicken who's going to make the egg, who's going to lay an egg for you, so you don't have to go out and buy eggs all the time.
But not just because of the credit
crunch. It's an investment.
Not just because of the credit crunch. They own them because they, love hanging out with chickens.
I don't think that's true.
It's a
fact. They like hanging out with chickens.
Oh, OK. Well, listeners, please prove Davis, my cowardly producer, wrong. 0330 123 1215. If you own a chicken...
weren't there chickens on TV Burp this weekend?
I didn't see it this
And there
weekend.
were chickens who this particular family kept them as pets, and one of them much preferred EastEnders over Emmerdale.
I didn't see that. I keep forgetting to watch TV. I'm a latecomer to TV Burp. I've only just realised it's the funniest programme in the world.
Exactly.
It's brilliant. The phones have gone mental, Davis.
Of course they have.
You're about to eat some humble pie, served with a nice bit of humble ice cream.
From people who say they like hanging out with chickens.
Hang on a second, let's just see. Line 3, do you own a chicken?
Yes, I do. I own 2 chickens as pets.
And they're pets, are they?
Yes, they are.
Thank you very much,
No,
you see.
well, you didn't allow me to ask you whether it was for the
Line
egg.
2, do you own chickens?
No, but I got a parakeet.
Okay, well, that's not quite what we're after. Thank God, you could. Yeah. Line 1, do you own chickens?
No.
Okay, well, that didn't work as well as I was expecting to work, I'll be honest. It was a little bit disappointing there, but it's 03301. It's Ben Jones came and put me off my stroke. That's what it is. Can we get him to ban from the studio while I'm performing? 0330 123 1215. We're looking for pets with bits missing, and if you own chickens as pets, I would love you to call in and show off to my producer. Thank you. Hey, do you want an exclusive news thing? I can do that here.
Okay, go for it.
I've got an exclusive news email. YouTube is blocking all premium music videos to the UK users after failing to reach a new licensing agreement. Thousands... I don't quite know what this means.
Where are you reading this
I've
from?
been sent an email from someone very close to me who is a news reporter, my girlfriend. Thousands of videos will be unavailable to YouTube users from later on Monday. That means today, I guess. But what videos? What?
Well...
Like pop videos?
Yeah, pop videos are all over YouTube.
Nuts, man. I love
That
pop
is
videos. But
actually very bad news.
That is terrible news. What else are you going to do on YouTube, then? Look, are you trying to look and see if you can still see the Saturdays? It's
I might have a quick last look.
Lady Gaga. No, it's not come up. I don't know. I don't quite know how they enforce that, because there was all that hoo-ha a couple of years ago about from Viacom and YouTube, and you can't show this and you can't show that, but people still did. So
Oh, I've got a brand new video for White Lies up here. So.
Well, there we go. Then maybe it's all just puff and bluster. We're looking for bits of your animals that are missing, because the cutest thing in the world is a dog with no back legs that have been replaced by wheels, and it scampers along like that. It's the cutest thing. I love it. I don't know why. Evan, hello, Evan.
Hey.
Hey, man, what have you got for us?
I have 6 chickens.
Oh, that's the other question we're asking. Have you got chickens? Now, do you own these chickens as pets, Evan, or are you going to kill them?
No, we own them as pets.
There you go, you see, Davis, thank you.
So you don't take any of the eggs from them?
No, we take the eggs.
What's that
What do you do with the eggs?
Well, they eat them.
You eat them, yeah.
Right.
So therefore, are they pets? No, they're something that you...
No, you can eat... If a pet produces something that is eatery...
Edible,
thank you, and useful, then what's wrong with that?
Well,
What's wrong with
there's
that?
nothing wrong with that.
It's like
but-
I make scarves out of my cat's
But
fur.
my point was that they're taking advantage of,
We're not
of
taking
a bad
advantage
of a bad situation.
No, it's a
economically.
It's a good situation. The chicken is living in someone's back garden, is not going to get its neck broken. The eggs pop out anyway.
Yeah, but you can't call it a pet.
Of course, why can't you call it a pet?
Because it lives outside and it
Hang on a
gives you
second,
eggs.
I'll prove they're pets. Evan?
Yeah?
What are your chickens called?
Bryony, Scruff, Joyce, Bluebell, Lonely, and Roger.
And do you love them, Evan?
Yeah.
They're pets, my friend. They are pets.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
I have not got it wrong yet. I thank you. Travel news now with Will Gowing.
Big problems in London this evening. The A501 Marylebone Road is still closed heading out of town. And keep up to date with all the latest on the roads tonight. absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Yes.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Well, Emma, stay there. We'll get to you as soon as we can. Thank you. Ian Lee, filling in for Jeffrey Lloyd on Absolute Radio. Of all places, can you believe they gave me a job here? Not just on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock. They've let me fill in the daytime as well. Fantastic. What a great country we live in. We're looking for animals with bits missing. Very quickly, let's go to Will in Stamford. Hello, Will.
I'm not in Stamford.
All right, calm down. Flippin' heck. Where are you, Will?
I'm in Grays.
Can we not say Stamford? It's on my screen now. It's hard work to change it.
Yeah, no, but Stamford's horrible.
Well, you're there now. So Will's in Stamford. Will, what have you got?
Yeah, well, I'm not in Stamford.
OK, well, what have you got?
Chickens, they're not pets.
Right, first of all, chickens are pets, and
They're not pets.
and you can hypnotise. You can hypnotise.
You go to a farm and they start chasing after you, and you have to use umbrellas to get them away.
Umbrellas? What is
You have to keep opening and shutting the umbrellas to get them away.
It sounds like you've been abused by a chicken at some point,
I was
Will.
bitten by one.
OK. Well, have you got a pet that's got anything missing?
Yes, I've got a dog that's missing a leg.
Which leg is it missing? Is it driver's side or passenger side, rear or front?
It's the rear.
Yeah.
And I'm just having a look now.
He's having a look now. He
doesn't
He doesn't seem happy.
Listen, if my cat was missing a leg, I would know what leg that cat was missing.
Yes, the left one. We were offered wheels, but it had a squeaky wheel.
Well, I
You're
don't
a bit
believe
loyal for that.
I don't believe a word that man is saying. I think a lunatic has just come on the line. Oh, it's time for this. It's the latest news on Absolute Radio now. Here's Tanya.
Politicians across Northern Ireland are promising to continue to support the peace process following the fatal shooting of 2 British soldiers outside their barracks in Antrim. The Irish Prime Minister says he condemns in the strongest possible terms the attack on the young troops. You're up to date. It's 6:33.
Record.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Oh, man, I tell you what, that's... What you've just witnessed there is professionalism. I'm sorry, Tanya, I'm sorry. I keep playing the wrong news bed, and did you hear the professional way she handled that, and just... you could hear her thinking, he's an idiot, I hate him, he's an idiot, but she carried on and she did the news. I'm very sorry about that, Tanya. I promise you that will never happen again. If it does, I will punch Davis in the face. It's as simple as that.
Some people would want it to happen.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Right, OK. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. We are looking... I know, listen, sometimes we throw out easy stuff that you can do just like that. Well done, and thank you for that. Sometimes we make you think a little bit harder. I know at 6:30 on a Monday, the last thing you want to do is think, because you're excited because you're an hour away from watching Watchdog on the TV. That's what I've got that Sky Plus. That's what I'm watching when I get home. Sorry, Ben, I won't be listening. Watchdog is going to be on my telly. But we do want you to work a little bit. If you've got a pet, or you know of a pet or an animal somewhere that has something missing, a tail, a limb, an eye, a nose, anything like that, phone up and share it with us. We want to try and build an animal out of all of the missing parts. 0330 123 1215. And if you want to call in and say, yes, Iain, I've got chickens as pets, and I know how to hypnotise chickens, it's doable. Of course, that number as well. Time now for the Ambi Pure Fresh Track of the Week. Fleet Foxes, White Winter Hymnal. I've got the album. It's flipping brilliant. All the songs are brilliant, so this song's going to be brilliant. Simple as.
I was following the eye, and turned the white snow red as strawberries in summertime.
Come on, that's a song, isn't it? That's a sound. Ambi Pure Fresh Track of the Week. Fleet Foxes, White Winter Hymnal. It's reminiscent of Crosby, Stills and Nash, that one.
Yeah, very much.
I'm going to go and see them. I think in June I'm seeing. I've got some good concerts booked up. I've got David Byrne in Brighton. Yeah, David Byrne. Booked it in Brighton, because then you can get good seats. They'd sold out at Royal Festival Hall. David Byrne and Brian Eno in Brighton. Lovely. Crosby, Stills and Nash. And, who else? Is someone else you've got? Oh, Sparks. Busy man. Emma, you have an animal with bits missing, have you?
I have 2 animals with bits missing.
Oh, you see, now, if these were children, you'd be reported to social services. 1, OK, we can understand, but 2, what's happened?
I've got a parrotfish with no eye.
You've got a what, sorry?
A parrotfish.
A parrotfish?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say something that's very stupid, but bear with me. Is that a fish?
Yes, it is, yes.
It is a fish, OK. With one eye?
With one eye, that's his left eye missing.
Right.
And then I've also got a gecko, which is a lizard, with his right eye missing.
Wow, so if you glued them together, they'd be able to have perfect depth perception, wouldn't they?
Yeah, strange animal, but yeah, 2 eyes.
How have they lost these eyes, you careless woman?
Well, we own a pet shop within the family.
Yeah.
So we take in all the sort of sick, lame and lazy animals, really, and try and nurse them back.
Lazy animals.
And
Yeah.
you really can't nurse a missing eye back together, but...
No. Do you? Yeah, is it true that they changed the law so that pet shops can no longer do the cutest thing in the world, which is put kittens and puppies in the window?
This is true.
Oh, man. What? Oh, they get hot and they could die in the heat with the sun shining on them and it's a time. Who cares? It looks cute.
I think you can still do that in America.
Yeah,
That's... Pet stores in America.
Pigs in the pet stores?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's why I'm going to move over there. That's the country I want to live in. God bless America and President Obama. Is that his name? Emma, listen, thank you for that.
No problem.
Good, well, oh, no, don't put them in the window. It's cruel. Yes, you may lose 30% of them, but think of the pleasure it gives the young children as they walk past going, Mummy, why is that thing in a tiny box? Jane, hello, Jane.
Hello.
What have you got for us?
A little dog called Molly without an eye.
Oh, and you said it in that cute voice as well. Oh, I got a little dog called Molly. What happened? How did you poke Molly's eye out?
I didn't poke her out.
No.
She wasn't very well. She had glaucoma, so they took her little eye out.
Yeah. Oh, they took it out. Oh, God, this is breaking my heart. Listen to this. This is breaking my heart more than if we were talking about people with the same condition. We're talking about,
I know.
You don't like people, though?
I don't like people. If you're talking about, like, Grandma or something, but all right, yeah, what's next? But it's little Molly. She's had an eye taken out. I feel so sorry for her. And at no point you thought about, giving the old injection.
What injection?
To send her to sleep. To kill it. You know, no, sorry.
Can't do that.
I was just asking Jane. I was just checking. Have they... did I dream this, or has this actually happened? That they've advanced technology enough that they can now give dogs bionic eyes?
Probably. I wouldn't be
Man, wouldn't that be great? A dog with X-ray vision. That's what the world needs. Jane, thank you for that. 0330 123 1215 for any pets with bits and pieces missing, please.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Excellent stuff. Will Gowing is here with the travel, Will.
In the southeast to start with tonight in Kent, the A2 is partly blocked eastbound in Strood because of a broken down car. You can keep up to date with all the latest on the road tonight on our website, absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Good.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms. This is
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I'll tell you why I'm tired. I'm shattered today, and it's not just because we did I'm going to say it, excuse my language, a bloody excellent show last night, 10 o'clock, Sundays. That's when it normally happens. And we did do a good show last night because girls weren't allowed. No girls allowed in the show last night, which I thought was the way forward for radio. The whole thing with Eloise, muffing up and ruining her chances of ever having a career. And I thought we'd do a show without girls. Worked brilliantly, Davis. I think you'd agree. You had reservations, worked brilliantly.
Yeah, it was all right, Ian.
Worked very well. Very exciting, very explosive, very energetic. Coming this morning, get a right rollicking. Oh, do you know what? It's EU laws. You can't specify who can and can't phone into a phone-in show. It has to be an open debate with everyone having equal chance to it. So that's why, to answer any queries that you may have had, that's why ladies are allowed on the show, because there's like an EU law or something that says you can't discriminate. I think discrimination in certain places is all right, to be honest.
Well, in what sort of environment do you think it might be all right?
Well, you've asked me a specific question now and I can't answer that. But anyway, so the reason I'm very tired is because I've got this stinking cold. Although it's getting better, all the stuff that was coming out of my nose are horrible. Horrible. To quote Boy George, red, gold and green, red, gold and green. That was it. That was the state of my handkerchief. Am I the only person in the country that carries a handkerchief?
I think you might be.
I haven't got any now because they're all in the wash. All 8 of them are in the wash, and I've had to use toilet tissue, which I absolutely loathe. But a handkerchief is weird, right? And I do enjoy them. I think they're very good.
Where do you keep them in your top pocket?
I keep them in my jean pocket, but it does mean after like 3 or 4 blows, you just got a pocket full of snot.
Exactly.
Which is not good, So I wasn't going to ask this, but I'm going to put this out as a random. If you own a handkerchief and use handkerchiefs to blow your nose, could you just call in and let me know. Or if your husband does, or your boyfriend, or it won't be girls. Girls won't use handkerchiefs. What girls do, I don't know if they still do this, my mum used to, she'd have a tissue, and then she'd put it up the sleeve of her jumper. Do you remember
That's mothers and up, middle-aged women and up.
Oh, man, why would you do that? That's worse, because that's on your flesh then, man. You've got, like, bogey on your flesh. But if you use a handkerchief... I know it's not much, don't worry, the whole last hour won't be hanging around that. There'll be more to it than that, I promise. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. But this is something I do want to ask. This is why I'm so tired. Because I was not sleeping very well last night, and the cat was on the bed, and the cat does this thing where when she gets hungry... doesn't go out and kill a mouse or kill a bird. She sits on my chest while I'm asleep and taps my face like that.
That's like the beard now.
Just taps that, and it's like, you wake up, what do you want? Get off! And then, if that doesn't work, she'll go to the bedside table and just, one by one, just knock everything off. So you can't have anything on the bed, can't have like a glass or a phone or anything, because that goes flying. And I was having enough of this, and my girlfriend was taking up the whole bed.
You have to put everything on the floor before you go to bed.
Yeah, you do. You actually do. It's
tie down.
It's so annoying. If I didn't love her, I would kill her. Not the cat, not my girlfriend. No, hang on, no. Anyway, I wouldn't kill any of them. But, and my girlfriend was taking up the whole bed, and I just, I guess, about 4 o'clock in the morning, I went, do you know what? I'm going to go and sleep downstairs. I can't. No, I'll move out. No, I can't do this. I'm going to go and sleep on the sofa. So there's me, the sick one, asleep on, or trying to sleep on the sofa downstairs with a tiny, thin dressing gown over me as a blanket.
Was that your silk dressing gown?
It was my. That's a house coat. Don't laugh, Rocky. Don't laugh. I'll wear it in one day. You'll see. It's a house coat, and that's
Chinese embroidered.
It's a beautiful. I'll wear it on a Sunday night. I promise you. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Slippers.
Oh, up yours. So, what do you wear? What do you wear in bed, Davis? Do you do it in the nuddy with your horrible hairy body and your tiny man thing?
Sometimes.
Yeah, useless. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is I had to sleep on the sofa, and it's quite a liberating thing. You wake up all stiff and in a funny position like that, but you do feel like you've had like a bit of a boy's adventure. I had a bit of telly on. I won't say what exactly. They transmit till 5:30, those channels. So, and I was living the dream. So this is the question for you, dear listener. When was the last time you slept on the sofa? And it quite happens with arguments, doesn't it? You have an argument. Oh, I'm not sleeping up here. I'm going down. Stuff you! Come back, Steve! Stuff you! Steve, come back! Ah, get lost. You go and sleep downstairs. So, when was the last time, dear listener, you slept on the sofa? I'm guessing, again, it's going to be generally the men that do it. The women have got the brains. They stay in the bed. They're not going to mess around and go downstairs and do any of that nonsense. So, let me phrase this in a question you may be able to answer for me. 0330 123 1215. When was the last time you slept on the sofa through choice, or because you'd had an argument or a falling out, or you were showing off, or you stayed up late and wanted to watch a film? Also, if you've fallen asleep, in the back of a car as well, or anything like that, 0330 123 1215. You can email ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk, and we'll have those after this. AC/DC Rock and Roll Train. This is Iain Lee on Absolute Radio, filling in for Jeff. I've just blown Davis's mind by giving him a Pocky, a Japanese sweet. It's good stuff. More on that later. Here's the latest news now with Tanya.
It's 7 o'clock. A wet and windy night across Britain. I've got a full radar weather update in moments. Plus, Northern Ireland gun attack caught on camera. And in the Champions League, injury fears for most of our teams. Good evening. Police hunting the murderers of 2 British soldiers outside their barracks in Antrim on Saturday are studying CCTV footage as they make a fresh appeal for information, promising witness protection. You're up to date. It's 7:04.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Will, can I ask you a personal question, please?
Yes.
Are you a tissues or a handkerchief man?
Tissues.
Really?
Yeah, I find handkerchiefs a little bit unhygienic.
Yeah, they are unhygienic, because you're just putting snot in your pocket and
it dries.
Well, it's better when it is dry. I am getting quite a lot of support, though, on the emails from people, including some ladies that use them as well, so that's good news. Let's have the travel, please, sir.
Well, in London tonight, there's still a lane blocked on the A501 Marylebone Road. That's heading out of town, all after an accident earlier near to the Marylebone flyover. In your next updates in 20 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Man. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
This is
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Right, very quickly, before we play the next song, right, sometimes Absolute Radio plays some brilliant songs, sometimes it plays some alright songs, sometimes it plays some stuff that isn't my cup of tea, right? The next song is one of the greatest songs in the world, Lola, by the Kinks. It was the first song I worked out on my own, without a book, how to play it on the guitar.
I'm glad, because when we were putting the music together for the show today, Tim said to me, do you think Ian's going to like the Kinks?
Oh, I'm going to like the Kinks and listen, whatever you're doing, if you're driving, pull over. If you're working, just stop. Just enjoy the next 4 minutes and 8 seconds, because this is fan-blooming-tastic, man. Right. Okay. There's got to be someone in this building. Rocky, you'd know this. Davis, you'd know this. There's got to be someone in this building that has got Ray Davis's phone number. There's got to be someone in this building now that has got Ray Davis's phone number. Can't we just phone him up and just say, thank you? You know, no prank. There's no trick. There's no snidey little... Just say, Ray, thank you so much. You can take it easy now. Just go and put your slippers on and go and watch Watchdog. Can we find Ray Davis's phone number and just give him a call this week, tonight, this week? It'd be wonderful. Just to say thank you so much, boss. You know, you've been overlooked pretty much compared to, like, Townsend and McCartney and Lennon and, you know, and you've done more than them. Oh, I'm getting a little bit emotional. It's genuine stuff here. It's genuine stuff, a little bit emotional. We're asking... We'll hunt down Ray Davis's phone number and give him a call this week. Who knows? That'll be fantastic. We're asking, have you ever recently or ever slept on the sofa? We had a bloke call up. I'm going to say his name. A bloke called Lee, who phoned up and wanted to talk about it. He's been sleeping on the sofa a lot recently. And then... he said to Rocky, who's taking the phone calls, I've got to go, and the missus has just turned up, I can't talk about it, and put the phone down. So there's obviously, I don't know, there's obviously something going on in that world. But let's see who we've got. Phil, you sleep on the couch, do you?
Yeah, quite regularly, actually.
What, can I ask, why?
Because generally, if I get home from a late night out, late night drinking, or just out doing other things, I'll always have a look upstairs. If all the lights are off, then I know my wife's asleep.
Yeah.
So to avoid waking her up, I'll just camp down on the sofa, and it gives me a chance to watch some of my trashy American comedies that she doesn't like to watch on Paramount.
What, like 2.5 Men and stuff like that?
Yeah, things like that.
Well done.
Scrubs, Frasier, all that.
So...
He's painting such a bad picture of himself sitting in his underpants, drunk, watching TV.
Do you get on with your wife, Phil?
Very much so, yeah. And that's probably why, because I don't annoy her by waking her up.
But, yeah, you're right, actually, that could be it. Yes, you steam in a little bit drunk and, you know, you're making all that noise, taking your trousers off. She could get very upset. And she's fine with this, is she? She doesn't, you know, come down in the morning and look at you and say, oh, Phil, not again. We need to talk about this.
No, not at all. She does keep saying that I can go upstairs, that it doesn't bother her. But I know I don't like being woken up, so I tend not to.
Phil, you are a gentleman, sir. Well done. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
You're a nice fella. Chris, have you been sleeping on the sofa?
Hello?
Hello, Chris?
No, it's not me sleeping on the sofa, it's my friend.
It's your girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, Chris, listen, it's a terrible line. Rocky, can we give Chris a call back and see? Chris, go and stand somewhere, like, near a window or something that's got reception, I don't know. Which is a shame. We'll try and get back to you a bit later on, Chris. It means that we do now have to go to either Mr. Naughty or the Merchant.
I'd go for Mr. Naughty
first. Let's get him out of the way. Mr. Naughty!
Hello, La.
Yes, hello.
Did you get my joke? Because you don't like the Kinks.
Yeah, I didn't understand a word you said, which is fantastic. What can we do for you, Mr. Naughty?
Well, plenty.
Yeah, I'm going to cut you off, Mr. Naughty.
No.
There we go. That's one of the shortest calls he's been allowed to get away with. Let's try the Merchant. Hello. Oh, no, hang on. We may have Chris back. Have we got Chris back on a slightly better line? Let's try him now. Oh, that was me. Sorry. Chris, have we got you back?
Yes, we have.
Ah, we can hear you. Well done, sir. Okay, so your girlfriend has been sleeping on the sofa?
Yeah, well, it's just a one-off after you saying how usually the girlfriends stay in bed and push the men out.
Yeah.
Well, this was late on Christmas night. We got back, and we've got a little kitten, and he'd been unwell, and there was diarrhea and sick all over the place.
God, I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm so sorry. It's a horrible image you're painting, and I'm laughing, yes.
As you do, you have a good drink on Christmas Day.
The kitten had?
Sorry?
What,
no, me.
You had... okay, so you were a little bit worse for wear, yeah?
Quite worse.
Well done.
So we got in, and there was obviously mess everywhere, and my girlfriend got straight on the case and started cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at things like that, so I tried getting the Hoover and the extra litter for the litter tray.
Yeah.
Ended up pouring it all over the floor.
What?
So when she sent me away to go and get some more cleaning material, she came back 10 minutes later and I was fast asleep in bed.
Yeah.
So I wake up...
You sound bloody useless, Chris.
Well, to be fair, when you've had a drink...
Yeah.
So Boxing Day, I wake up and wonder where she is because she's not in the bed.
Yeah.
And come downstairs and she's not very impressed with me asleep on the sofa.
Fantastic. But, so she stayed on the sofa because she was in a bit of a mood with you?
Well, yes, she had the ump with me, and apparently when I drink a lot, I snore an awful lot, so she keeps well away from me.
I think that's a common thread. Listen, Chris, thank you very much for that.
No problem.
Cheers, fella. There we go. We found one lady that slept on a sofa. Can we beat that? 0330 123 1215. Merchant, we'll come to you in a few minutes. First of all, Coldplay, thank you.
Oh, brother, I can.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Here with Will, we're just trying to work out when Tom Jones went grey.
Yeah, when did it turn? Overnight.
The first time I saw it was at the Brits when he walked out and suddenly it was like, oh, now hang on a second. It's quite a brave thing to do.
I saw it kind of a week before. I think I was reading Metro or something, and they said in an interview that he just came off holiday, decided, I'm not going to diet anymore.
There's got to be more. There's got to be more to it than that, hasn't there? That just seems a strange.
Sinister.
Well, there's got to. I always hope there's something sinister in these.
in everything.
In these things, there's got to be some. You don't. You know, you're a big rock star like Tom Jones. You don't just go, sod it, not going to do it anymore. That's Welsh, by the way. There's got to be a reason. Anyone knows.
Maybe somebody said to him, maybe you'd look a bit more distinguished if you just...
He looks more like my dad now, which is not good. If you know, 0330 123 1215. Travel news now with Will.
Still really busy heading out of London tonight. The A501 Marylebone Road, the queues are there all the way from before the King's Cross one-way system. To keep up to date with all the latest on the roads for the rest of tonight at absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Thanks, Will. Have a nice evening.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Don't worry, kids. I have been toying with the idea of killing the last 30 minutes of the show. Just doing really awful, boring, lazy radio, because then if we kill the last half hour of this show, then Ben Jones at 8 o'clock, his show's going to be a non-starter. It's just not going to happen, is it? No, everyone's going to be switched off, the figures will be down, he'll be playing to an audience of one. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I will invite Ben Jones up here, and we will have a round of Mallet's Mallet. I think we were playing it on Sunday night. I know it's lazy, but it's wonderful. We will have Mallet's Mallet with Ben Jones. That's coming up. Let's see who beats that, Mr. Muscles? It's time now to get the latest news. Here's Tanya.
Gordon Brown says peace in Northern Ireland remains unshakable despite the murder of 2 British soldiers by the real IRA. You're up to date. It's 7:31.
This is
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Come on now. This song is just wrong, isn't it? It tickles me in ways that songs shouldn't tickle me. I do like a bit of Bon Jovi. I know, I'm of a certain age, that's why. Last half hour of the show, if you want to take part, 0330 123 1215. Bits missing off your pets, ever slept on a sofa, whatever we talked about in the first hour, I don't remember, and word association with Ben Jones. Notice that Benedict Jones, the disc jockey, has not come up.
No, he's been very quiet.
Now there's been a cerebral challenge laid down. It's not physical. He's like...
None
he's
of this
down,
gym stuff.
He's downstairs, like, crying, probably, like a baby. You know, like... But crying in that kind of snotty way where, like, snot's coming out of his nose, you know, so...
I quite like this bed, by the way.
It's jazz. I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today. Yeah. It's the London Jazz 4 from their album Take a New Look at the Beatles.
Right. You haven't got the record number for PRS purposes.
We're going to update. I keep meaning to do this, and we will not do it this Sunday, but for the Sunday after, we will update the beds. We'll get rid of a load of the old ones, and we'll put some new ones on, and so the music you hear in the background will be slightly different, because I'm a bit bored of it. Let's go to Kate. Hello, Kate.
Hello.
How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Now, do you use a handkerchief, or have you been sleeping on the sofa?
I have been sleeping on the sofa.
What? No, you're a lady. You deserve better than this.
It's all for my son, and he's worth it.
Oh, well, OK, tell us why.
He's very sensitive to noise, and my bed squeaks really loudly.
How old is he?
He's 3 months.
Oh, he's 3 months. I thought you just said like 17 or something. Oh, stuff him.
Somewhere else if that happens.
He's very sensitive to noise?
Yeah.
You know the way around that, don't you?
Earplugs?
Cotton wool in the ears.
You're not allowed anything smaller than an elbow in a baby's ear.
Oh, my granddad used to say that, and you go, what does that mean? It's when you're getting the cotton buds out to have a dig around your ear. My granddad Bill would say, you're not allowed anything sharper than an elbow. What does that mean, Grandad? That is nonsense, we'd say.
It is nonsense, but it's probably a good idea with a baby.
Well, but you could... I'm sure... Well, hey, listen, any mothers out there with babies, don't listen to my parental advice. I ain't got none, but a bit of cotton wool's not going to hurt them. As long as it's in the ears, not the nose and the mouth. That's the main thing, isn't it?
It's if they move their head while you're putting something in their ear, then
yes,
okay. Should do.
Yes, I'm not going to argue with him. So you have to sleep downstairs on the side. What? He sleeps in a cot next to you or something?
He sleeps in the next room, but it's a small flat, and my bed's really squeaky. And it's not every night, but some nights he won't stop, so I have to go in the living room.
Kate, how squeaky is your bed?
Really squeaky. It's really loud. It wakes me up if I turn over.
I'm assuming that there's, and I'm going to handle the phrases very delicately. I'm assuming there's been no action in that bed for.
There has been no action.
No, okay, because that would. Okay, but the neighbours would go crazy, wouldn't they, with that racket going on? Kate, listen, thank you very much for that. Good work.
All right.
Well done. There we go. That's fantastic. Look at that. I must admit, if someone mentions they've got a 3-month-old baby, I'm getting a little bit broody. I'm getting proper broody now. Who's this? Basil? Basil! Hello, Basil.
Basil. Hello, Ian.
Is it Basil Butler?
It is, yeah.
Oh, you've not bottled out.
No, I've been training myself to be more.
When you say training, Basil, do you mean drinking?
No, I've been cutting down on the drinking. I've been putting pins in myself.
Every time you fancy a drink?
I've got a book on acupuncture.
Well done, yeah, that will work. Yes, that do-it-yourself acupuncture is a real hit with the ladies. OK, Basil, what's happened?
Well, I've been so successful. I've got a girlfriend at the moment, but she's a terrible snorer. Snores like a sort of rhino.
Some of them do, don't they?
It's incredible. You wouldn't think... You look at her and then you hear the noise and you can't just put the two things together.
Yeah.
Things shake, furniture shakes.
Yeah.
But so I have to sleep on the sofa.
So you go down to... See, now that's not fair, Basil.
Well, also, I don't like... It's not just the snoring. Even when she stops snoring, I'm not very keen on all the sort of cuddling. I get too hot and uncomfortable.
Now...
I hang on the edge of the bed.
I wish you called up earlier on, because this is a show in itself. I hate the cuddling in bed. I'm in bed, right? If you want to have a bit of nookie, that's fair play, we'll do that. But then once that's over, you go to your side of the bed, I go to my side of the bed, and don't talk to me, don't touch me, I'll see you in the morning. That's it! I don't want the armourer, hold my hand. No, I'm trying to sleep!
Yeah, I think we'll get on well together, Ian.
Well, yeah, maybe we should be going out with each other, Basil. Fella, listen, it's good to talk to you. We'll talk about that more. I
know what you mean. We'll come back to it, possibly tomorrow or on the weekend, but it's a good topic.
What hang on, what happened there? Sorry, we were having a conversation, and, we're 50 seconds late for the ads. Stuff them.
That's why I ended the conversation.
Well, yeah, I know, but we're having a conversation. Now we're a minute late for the ads.
Hit the brake.
Not gonna. We're having a conversation, and then you've gone all weird on me. What was that, Rocky? Can you explain that? What was that all about? Very strange. It killed the mood there. And now we're a minute and 15 late for the ads. It just gets worse and worse and worse. If we'd had the conversation, we'd be fine, and we'd be having the chat. The chat would have finished. We'd have been in the ads now.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, by the way.
Minute and 25. It's not looking good, is it?
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
This is
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Oh man, I wish you could see this. Rocky is beating the living bejesus out of Ben Jones, and Ben Jones is actually going, "No, please, Rocky, please, I'm sorry, please, boss, don't hit me, I'm sorry, please, I'm sorry." We have to release this. The stuff that's talked about on the. Some of the conversations are a little bit fruité, let's say. Ben Jones is here chomping on an apple.
3 blokes in the studio. I wonder what the subject matter is. Eh?
That's right.
And it ain't apples.
We were talking about Lost. Let me quickly.
we were genuinely talking about Lost as well.
Let's quickly have Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, mate.
What can I do for you, sir?
Right, yeah, I was just phoning about sleeping on the sofa.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, my missus, like, she had knock done on her nose, had her nose rebuilt.
She had it rebuilt?
Yeah, like, I think she must have done a few naughty things.
Okay, yeah, he's like picking her nose too much is what he's referring to, because it's quarter to 8 in the evening. Yes, okay, so she had to have some work done on her nose, yes?
Yeah, well, it's not just picking her nose.
Yeah, no, I know, it's 10 to 8 in the evening, she was picking her nose, so carry on, Jeff, yes?
Yeah, and, well, she had her nose done.
I know, Jeff, why? Get to the next bit.
Well, like, I couldn't sleep in the same bed as her.
Because you didn't recognise her?
Well, no, I didn't really recognise her, actually. She looked like a cross between a panda and the Elephant Man.
OK, right, I'm hovering over the faders, don't worry. Yes, OK.
No, I'm not going to swear, don't worry about it.
No, it's not the swearing I'm worried about, Jeff. I can handle that.
Anyway, so, yeah, I couldn't sleep next to her in case I rolled over in the night and elbowed her in the face.
Oh, OK, so there was a medical reason why you couldn't sleep next to her, yes.
Now, the only thing is our sofa's so small...
Yes.
My legs were, like, hanging over the edge of it.
Yes.
I couldn't get comfortable.
No.
So, the second night she was out of hospital, I made her sleep on the sofa. After the first night, I woke up in the morning, it's like I'd been sleeping in a matchbox.
Yeah, so you made your wife, who just had an operation, you made her sleep on the sofa.
Too right.
Good lad, Jeffrey, well done you, well done, fantastic. Let's quickly do the motion, because he's been waiting for 45 minutes, so let's quickly hear what he's got to say. Merchant!
Good evening, stranger.
Good evening, Merchant. This is, you're the last call of the evening. What can we do for thee?
I was talking about crashing out on the sofa and your Hindi friend.
We've only got time for one of those, so make your choice now, please.
I think we should crash out on the sofa.
OK, quickly, because I want to play word association with Ben Jones.
Well, this horrible chavvy couple had to come to my house,
yes,
and I had to give up my double bed for them.
Well, excellent story. Thanks for calling. So...
45 minutes on hold.
So, do you want a bit of word association?
Yes.
We will do word disassociation tomorrow, but which is harder. That's like... Oh, that blows your mind. But you know the rules, don't you? Of Mallet's Mallet. I haven't got to explain
I
it.
actually have a Pinky Punky at home.
Yeah, me too. Sorry. You see what happens? Ben comes in. We've had quite an intellectual show this evening. It's all about
Really?
Winky.
Jury's out. I've been listening downstairs.
Right. Shall I start?
Go on, then.
Table.
Chairs.
Legs.
Thighs.
Bottoms.
Breasts.
Bras.
Brassiere.
That's the same word.
But in French.
Well, that's rubbish. No, I think you lose that one.
No, I don't. He corpsed, so he loses.
No, you lose it because it's the same...
You get a bump on the head.
Brassieres.
It's the same word. It's just it's like if I said TV, you said television. It's the same word.
But it's word association.
Yeah, but you can't use the same word. You can't associate the same word with the word.
Jury's out on that one, I'm afraid, Iain.
All right, the jury's out on that one, so it's 0-0. OK, you start.
Loo roll.
Oh, listen! Has it got to be about bums, knockers and toilets?
He's been thinking about this for a while.
Look, there's a loo roll in front of me.
Okay, so did you go for loo roll?
Loo roll.
Bathroom.
Shower.
Soap.
Loofah.
Back.
Scrub.
Rub.
A dub-dub. It's actually really... Because, A, you've got to worry about not swearing on the radio. It's the hardest... This is the hardest game to play.
You wait till tomorrow when we play.
Word disassociation, the complete opposite. It's a nightmare.
If I needed another reason to tune into your show, I've now got it.
All right, this is it. This is the decide. Whoever wins this round is the best in the world, OK?
How old are you? Are you like 11?
He's 12. He's 12.
What, and then we're going to rush home for a game of Kaplunk?
I was in bed...
Don't knock it.
Well, I was in bed the other night with my girlfriend, who's a beautiful lady. We were playing Travel Connect 4. And we did end it right. Whoever wins this one is the best one in the world ever, OK? Right, OK. Right, OK, this is it. This is the decider, even though I think I've won the first two. OK. Keyboard.
Mouse.
Computer.
PC.
Laptop.
Mac.
Coat.
Sou'wester.
Boots.
Wellies. I am the Lord. I can't believe I'm actually on national radio playing Mallet Mallet.
I can't believe you're on national radio, Ben.
Wait, so Ian, you lost on the Chinese burn.
So it's 2-1. It's 2-1, I think, isn't it? I won the Dead Arms. You won the Chinese burn and you won the word association. 2-1. Okay. We'll have it out tomorrow when we do the word disassociation, which will blow your mind, my young bespectacled friend. Would you tell me where that cardigan was from in the end?
I did, yes.
Wasn't listening. Bit like your show. So, what... I have Sky Plus The Watchdog tonight, so we'll be watching that when I get home.
Are you on that?
No, I just like it. I like Nicky Campbell. I think he's good. What will be on your show?
Nicholas Andrew Argyle Campbell.
Hang on a minute. Is that really his name?
Yes.
That's how much of a radio geek Ben is. He knows Nicky Campbell's full name. Marvellous. And I bet you know the frequency that this transmitter transmits at, don't you?
No, I don't know that. I could find out for you if you want.
I could consult my notebook. What? I'm sorry. Oh dear. Listen. What's on the show this evening?
I have Green Day news. I have U2 stuff to win. I'm playing out a classic album in full, a seminal 70s album. Don't say what it is, I know I told you, because I'm going to tease it throughout the course of the show. And some fantastic,
don't give it away.
Some fantastic new music as well. So we're on in about 6 minutes.
Well, I look forward to it, Ben. Thank you very much. It's 2-1 in the great Iain versus Ben challenge. Tomorrow, word disassociation. I don't think there'll be any winners in that. Thank you, Rocky, for your help. Thank you, Davis. Ben, thank you very much. See you later on. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Discover live music.
Thank you, Ian Lee. Good evening, this is Ben Jones. Discover real music on the home of the no repeat guarantee. This is Absolute Radio and Monday Night Live, moments away.
It's 8:01. I'm Tanya Snuggs. Windy with rain right across the UK. A full radar weather update on its way.